My beloved child, come closer to me, because today your heart is searching for answers that your mind cannot hold. You are asking, why is someone closing their door on me forever? Why are they walking away from me? What did I do wrong? And I want you to breathe for a moment, because what you feel as rejection today is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of something deeper that your spirit has not yet understood. My beloved child, I have watched your tears, the way your heart trembles, the way you replay every conversation, every message, every moment, searching for the one mistake that might have pushed this person away. But I want you to know something that you keep forgetting: not every door that closes is meant to stay open, and not every person who leaves is meant to complete your journey. The one who is closing their door for you forever is doing it because your path is no longer aligned with theirs. Their heart is no longer tuned to the frequency of your growth. You have evolved, and they have remained where they were. Life is not punishing you. Life is protecting you. But right now, it may feel like loss, because you loved deeply, you trusted fully, and you hoped honestly. My beloved child, this person is closing their door not because you are unworthy, not because you are wrong, not because you are not enough. They are closing their door because your spirit outgrew the place where they stopped trying. They are closing their door because they cannot walk with you into the level I am taking you to. They are closing their door because the version of you that tolerated pain, waited endlessly, begged silently, and accepted crumbs is no longer alive. You have changed. And your change has made them uncomfortable. The truth you are afraid to face is simple: you did nothing wrong. You were simply becoming who you were always meant to be. But my beloved child, I know it hurts. I know you feel abandoned. I know you feel like the world suddenly became smaller without their presence. I know you feel like you are standing outside a door that once felt like home, and now it has been locked from the inside without explanation, without closure, without honesty. You are whispering inside your heart, why did they stop trying? Why did they change? Why did they turn their back when all I ever gave was loyalty? And I want you to listen to me. Not every person who holds your hand is meant to hold your soul. Not every person who smiles at you understands your spirit. Not every person who promised to stay had the strength to keep that promise. The one who is closing their door for you forever is doing it because your purpose is calling you forward. And if they stayed, they would only hold you back. You are stepping into a chapter where you must walk with clarity, not confusion. With strength, not attachment. With truth, not illusions. My beloved child, let me tell you something sacred. Some doors close by themselves when your spirit rises too high for the room you were once in. The person who is closing their door is not your punishment. They are your release. They are your past chapter sealing itself so that you don't keep wandering back into a story that can no longer grow. But I know, my child, you gave your heart. You saw a future. You believed in their promises. You held on to the moments that felt real. You replay the memories because you want to understand what changed. Let me show you the truth you cannot see right now. Their heart was never built to carry the weight of your destiny. Their vision was never large enough to include the future I designed for you. Their courage was never strong enough to choose you the way you truly deserved. And somewhere deep inside, you already felt it: the distance, the silence, the excuses, the hesitation, the way their energy slowly pulled away even before their door finally closed. But my beloved child, you kept trying. You kept loving. You kept hoping. Because that's who you are, loyal, pure, and sincere. And I have seen every bit of that sincerity. But understand this truth: you can be the most beautiful soul and still not be the one someone chooses, because their heart is not prepared to receive you. The door they are closing is not meant to imprison you in sorrow, it is meant to free you. But right now, it feels like loss because your attachment is stronger than your understanding. My beloved child, you are asking, why forever? Why can't this door open again someday? Because if it opens again, it will bring the same pain. Because if it opens again, you will shrink yourself again just to fit into their small space. Because if it opens again, you will delay the blessings waiting for you beyond that doorway. Because if it opens again, you will forget your worth in the name of love. Some doors close forever because destiny is tired of watching you settle. The universe is pulling you toward a life that is bigger, brighter, and more peaceful than what this person could ever give you. And that is why their door had to close, not with your permission, but with divine intervention. My beloved child, the pain you feel is temporary. But the freedom you will gain is eternal. You think this door was your final home. But I tell you, it was only a waiting room. The place where you belong has not yet revealed itself. The person who will choose your soul fully has not yet arrived. The future that will make your heart light again is still unfolding. But it is coming, faster than you think. And right now, all you need to do is let the door close. Do not knock. Do not plead. Do not wait outside hoping they will change their mind. My beloved child, if they wanted to stay, they would have never left. If their heart was aligned with yours, distance could not break it. If their intention was pure, doubt could not poison it. If their love was genuine, silence could not replace it. They chose to close the door, and that choice reveals everything you need to know. And I know you're thinking about the moments they made you feel special, the times they said they cared, the promises they whispered in vulnerable hours. But remember this, my child, words are temporary, actions reveal truth. Their actions chose distance. Their actions chose silence. Their actions chose the ending. And your spirit must choose healing. You are not losing someone. You are losing a weight that you were meant to carry only until you learned its lesson. My beloved child, the reason this door is closing forever is because my hand is gently turning you away from what would have broken you more in the future. I am removing you from a place where your heart would have been taken for granted. I am protecting you from a heartbreak that would have destroyed your peace. Do not chase what is being removed from your path. Do not cling to what has shown it cannot stay. Do not question your worth because someone else could not value it. You are not being pushed away. You are being redirected. My beloved child, listen to my voice in the silence of your pain. Your story is far from over. Your love is far from wasted. Your future is far from empty. The person who is closing their door for you forever is not the one I wrote in the final chapter of your destiny. They were only a bridge, not the destination. They were a season, not eternity. They were a lesson, not a lifetime. And this ending, painful as it feels, is clearing the space for something higher, something deeper, something more aligned with who you are becoming. So hold on, my beloved child. Cry if you need to. Rest if your heart is tired. But do not lose hope. Because the door that closed was never your final home. The real home is still ahead of you. And I am guiding you toward it. My beloved child. I can feel the heaviness sitting inside your chest, the weight that refuses to lift, the ache that keeps returning no matter how many times you breathe deeply and tell yourself to move on. You keep asking the same question again and again inside your soul: why did they close the door like this? Why forever? Why without even giving me the truth? And I am here, holding your trembling heart, whispering gently. Because what is meant for your spirit will never require you to beg for honesty. You lived with hope in your hands, didn't you? You held on to their words, their small gestures, those rare moments when they let you in. You believed that if you loved them purely, consistently, unconditionally, they would eventually see your worth. You believed that if you stayed loyal, they would one day understand how deeply you cared. You believed that if you were patient enough, their heart would finally open. But my beloved child, the truth is painful but necessary. You were watering a tree that never intended to grow roots with you. They enjoyed your presence, but they never planned a future with you. They liked your closeness, but they avoided commitment. They accepted your love, but they never offered the same in return. They took your loyalty, but they never protected your heart. They kept you close enough to benefit from your warmth, yet distant enough to avoid responsibility. And even then, you stayed. Even then, you tried. Even then, you kept giving, because that's how your soul loves, purely, sincerely, deeply. But understand me, my beloved child, your love is not the problem. Their capacity is. Some people do not know how to hold a soul as pure as yours. Some people run when love becomes too real. Some people retreat when they realize they cannot match your depth. They closed their door because their fear was louder than their feelings. They closed their door because they recognized your worth, but knew they couldn't rise to meet it. They closed their door because they were comfortable with shadows, while you were made for light. And that is why I allowed this chapter to collapse. Because if it continued, you would have kept shrinking just to make them comfortable. You would have kept forgiving wounds that were never supposed to be inflicted. You would have kept ignoring your own pain just to protect their ego. You would have kept living half a life, believing it was all you deserved. My beloved child, listen to me, this door did not close because you were too much. It closed because you were finally too awakened to tolerate so little. But I know your heart. I know that even now, it searches for a reason. Even now, it replays old conversations, trying to find answers. Even now, it imagines them returning someday, suddenly realizing what they lost. You are whispering to yourself, maybe they will come back when they understand me. Maybe when they grow, they will return. Maybe they just need time. But hear me clearly. This time, they are not coming back. Not because you are unworthy, but because the version of you that needed them no longer exists. The door closed because your soul has outgrown that chapter. The door closed because their purpose in your life has been fulfilled. The door closed because holding on to them now would delay everything I am preparing for you. You may feel like this loss is breaking you, but it is actually shaping you. You may feel like you are falling apart, but you are actually being rearranged. You may feel like the universe is taking something away, but it is making space for what your heart truly deserves. My beloved child. Do you remember the nights when you cried silently, hoping they would notice your pain? The moments you prayed they would send a message first, just once? The days when you kept checking your phone, waiting for their name to appear? The times when you forgave things that hurt you deeply, because you were afraid of losing them? Those moments were not love, they were warnings. Warnings that you ignored because your heart loved too honestly. Warnings that you silenced because you didn't want to give up. Warnings that I whispered, hoping you would listen. But you didn't. Because your spirit is loyal even when others are careless. Because your heart is gentle even when others are inconsistent. Because your love is sincere even when others are superficial. So I had to close the door myself. Not to punish you, but to protect you. Not to break your heart, but to save your soul. Not to end your journey, but to redirect your destiny. My beloved child, pay attention. The moment their door closed, something inside you awakened. A realization. A shift. A quiet inner truth rising to the surface. You are finally seeing what you refused to accept. They were never able to love you the way you needed. You were building a home in a heart that was temporary. You were investing your soul into someone who never matched your effort. You were dreaming of a future they never intended to create. You were giving your all to someone who gave you only pieces. But none of this makes you foolish. None of this makes you weak. None of this makes your love worthless. It makes you human. It makes you compassionate. It makes you strong enough to love even when you've been hurt before. But now, it makes you ready to rise. My beloved child, let me tell you what is really happening beneath the pain you feel. You are being separated from what cannot stay. You are being elevated beyond what no longer matches you. You are being emptied so you can receive more. You are being set free from emotional survival mode. You are being prepared for a love that doesn't drain you, but strengthens you. And I need you to understand something profound. When I remove someone from your life, I do not ask for your permission. I act according to your destiny, not your attachment. You asked me for genuine love. You asked me for peace. You asked me for a loyal heart. You asked me for a stable future. You asked me for a partner who understands your soul. And I listened. But I could not give you those blessings while you were holding on to someone who did not fit the picture. You are asking me, why didn't they just stay? Why didn't they choose me? Because if they had chosen you now, it would have been with half a heart. Because if they stayed, they would have kept breaking you in small ways. Because if they stayed, your spirit would have remained in circles instead of moving forward. Because staying would have trapped you in an endless loop of almost love, almost effort, almost commitment. My beloved child, you deserve more than almost. You deserve someone who chooses you without hesitation. Someone who sees you even in silence. Someone who listens to your unspoken words. Someone who protects your heart instead of wounding it. Someone who values your presence, not your absence. Someone who gives you peace, not confusion. But to reach that future, you must walk away from this closed door without looking back. Yes, it is difficult. Yes, your heart feels fragile. Yes, the memories feel heavy. Yes, the silence feels loud. But hear me, your healing has already begun. With every tear, you are releasing grief. With every quiet night, you are regaining your strength. With every moment of clarity, you are seeing reality. With every step forward, you are shedding an old version of yourself. My beloved child, you cannot see it yet, but something inside you is transforming. Your boundaries are becoming stronger. Your vision is becoming clearer. Your standards are rising. Your self-worth is awakening. And soon, you will look back at this closed door and whisper to yourself, "Thank God it ended." One day, you will understand that this closure was the greatest mercy I ever gave you. The pain is temporary. The lesson is priceless. The transformation is permanent. And the blessing that will replace this loss is greater than anything you have ever imagined. My beloved child, do not fear what is leaving your life. Fear only staying in places where your soul is shrinking. You are not walking into an empty future. You are walking into a divine alignment. You are walking into a chapter where your heart will finally feel safe. You are walking into relationships that match your spirit. You are walking into opportunities that recognize your light. You are walking into a destiny that honors your journey. And the one who closed their door? They were never meant to be part of the next chapter. Their absence is making space. Their silence is creating clarity. Their departure is clearing your path. So lift your head, my beloved child. Wipe your tears. Place your hand on your heart and feel it beating. It is still strong. It is still alive. It is still capable of love. And soon, it will love again. With someone who never closes their door on you. My beloved child. Come closer again, because this final part is not just a message, it is a doorway for your soul. You have walked through the pain, you have faced the truth, and now you stand at the edge of a new beginning. This is where you finally learn why this door had to close forever, and why your spirit was chosen to rise above what tried to break it. My beloved child, I see your heart searching for final understanding. I see the little ache left inside you, the quiet longing, the soft whisper saying, "Why couldn't they stay? Why couldn't this story end differently?" Even after everything, a part of you still wishes they had fought for you, defended you, chosen you, valued you. And it's okay. You love them sincerely, and sincere hearts do not switch off instantly. They take time. They heal slow. They feel deeply. But listen to me now. The world is not taking something away from you. The universe is preparing you for what truly belongs to you. And the soul that was meant to walk with you forever would never have closed their door. The one who left did not break you, they revealed you. They revealed your strength. They revealed your endurance. They revealed your capacity to love. They revealed your ability to rise even when your heart is shattered. My beloved child, do you realize that this ending is shaping you into someone wiser? Someone clearer? Someone stronger? Someone more awakened? You are no longer the person who once settled for half-love. You are no longer the person who waited for messages that never came. You are no longer the person who explained yourself repeatedly just to be understood. You are no longer the person who accepted bare minimum affection because you were afraid of losing someone. You have grown. You have elevated. You have stepped into a new identity. And this new version of you cannot fit into old rooms. The person who closed their door did not reject you, they rejected the responsibility of loving someone as rare as you. And that is their loss, not your definition. My beloved child, let me take you deeper. Imagine walking through a hallway with many doors. Some doors are bright, warm, filled with love. Others are dark, stagnant, heavy. And you, with your tender heart, once stood outside a door knocking endlessly, waiting for someone to open, waiting for someone to let you in, waiting for someone to choose you. But what you didn't realize was that you were knocking on a door that was never meant to open for your future. A door leading to a small room with no windows, no expansion, no growth. A door that would have kept your spirit trapped in cycles of confusion and disappointment. So I closed it. Not because I wanted you to suffer, but because I refused to let you settle for less than what I created you for. My beloved child, the one who closed their door was never your destiny. They were simply a stepping stone, a chapter, a mirror. They showed you what you no longer need. They showed you how far your soul has come. They showed you the truth about emotional availability. They showed you the patterns you must break. They showed you the wounds you must heal. They showed you the courage you must claim. And now that their part of your story is complete, the universe has withdrawn them from your path. Not out of cruelty, but out of divine orchestration. Because hear me, you cannot walk into your future holding the hand of someone who is afraid of their own soul. You cannot step into your purpose while tied to someone who runs from emotional depth. You cannot claim your blessings while attached to someone who never truly saw you. You cannot rise into higher love while carrying the weight of someone who never understood your heart. My beloved child, you think this is a loss, but it is liberation. You think this is an ending, but it is an awakening. You think this is heartbreak, but it is divine protection. You think you are empty, but you are being prepared to be filled again. A door closes forever only when what lies behind it can no longer grow with you. And you have become too vast for the places that once held you. Feel your heart, my child. Feel how even in pain, it beats with resilience. Feel how even in silence, it longs for truth. Feel how even in sadness, it carries hope. Feel how even in endings, it seeks meaning. This is not the heart of someone who is abandoned. This is the heart of someone who is evolving. Let me tell you the truth your spirit already knows. Someone who closes their door on you forever is someone who was never spiritually aligned with your destiny. If they were meant to be yours, nothing, not distance, not ego, not doubt, not confusion, could have separated your souls. True connections do not collapse like this. True bonds do not vanish in silence. True love does not walk away when it matters most. The one who closed their door chose comfort over growth. You are choosing growth over comfort. Their journey is not your journey. Their limitations are not your limitations. Their fears are not your destiny. My beloved child, your future is calling you. A future where your heart is understood without explanation. A future where your presence is valued, not ignored. A future where your love is reciprocated, not tolerated. A future where your soul is met with depth, not avoidance. A future where you are chosen without hesitation. And yes, you will love again. You will trust again. You will laugh again. You will feel safe again. You will be appreciated again. And when that person arrives, you will realize why this door had to close so firmly. Because the love that is coming into your life will not require you to chase. It will not require you to beg. It will not require you to shrink. It will not require you to question your worth. It will meet you where you are. It will honor your journey. It will understand your silence. It will grow with your soul. It will stay when things get difficult. It will choose you every single day. It will hold your heart gently, consistently, faithfully. And when that love arrives, you will look back at this moment, the moment when someone closed their door forever, and you will feel gratitude instead of sorrow. You will understand the divine timing. You will recognize the protection. You will see how everything aligned to bring you here. My beloved child, I know that right now you feel like you are standing at a dead end. But this is not a dead end. This is a redirection. This is a pivot. This is a turning point. This is the divine resetting your path. And you must trust the closing just as much as you would trust an opening. Because both are answers. Both are guidance. Both are protection. Look at yourself for a moment, you are wiser than before. You are stronger than before. You are calmer than before. You are clearer than before. You are more aligned than before. You are more awakened than before. This pain has carved new space inside you, space for blessings, space for clarity, space for self-love, space for the partner who will truly honor you. Now listen to me carefully, my beloved child. Release what has closed. Forgive what has passed. Detach from what has finished. Walk away from what has refused to stay. Do not reopen doors that destiny has shut. Do not break your own heart searching for reasons. Do not wait for someone who has chosen their absence. Do not return to a chapter that has already been written. Your future is not behind that door. It is ahead of you. It is waiting. It is unfolding. It is calling your name. And I am walking with you. You are not alone in this transition. You are not abandoned in this silence. You are not forgotten in this ending. You are being guided, step by step, toward the life that was always meant for you. My beloved child, lift your head. This is not where your story ends. This is where it transforms. The one who closed their door forever has simply freed your hands to open the doors that truly matter. The door that leads to peace. The door that leads to healing. The door that leads to purpose. The door that leads to your true love. The door that leads to your divine destiny. And when those doors open, you will finally understand. This was not rejection. This was redirection. This was protection. This was the universe loving you the only way it knew how. By removing what could not walk with you any further. Go now, my beloved child. Carry your heart gently. Walk forward bravely. Trust your journey completely. Because the door that closed was never your home. And the life ahead of you is more beautiful than anything you are leaving behind.